Well, it's not leaking. Hey YouTube. So yesterday we were working on the giant metal flag here. This is the back side. Had to quit because the pressure regulator, it's the same one that that one right there, that Ingersoll Rand pressure regulator. I bought it when I bought the compressor, and I bought that one. Here's the box, actually. Right here, right there. It's I bought that one because it's the only one I could find readily available that did had enough. It was rated enough for the input pressure on that compressor. That compressor tank pressure is supposed to be, I think, 165 or 170, or I don't remember, something like that. But most of the pressure regulators that I've found, let me look here, 175. So supposedly that's what the tank pressure is. I don't think it actually is, but it's still, it seems to be shutting off at 160, 165, something like that, which is fine. But most of the compressors most of the pressure regulators I've been finding, they're only rated for an input pressure of 150 psi, and so I bought that one. And you know, I don't know, maybe last month before or something, it started leaking just a little tiny bit out of the, you know, by the the adjustment screw, and it's been getting worse and worse. And then finally yesterday, while I was messing with this, it just started blowing, and it was getting to where I could only cut, you know, a couple stars, and then the compressor would kick on, and those start to get real expensive when you have to fill that compressor every time. So anyway, I got it at Tractor Supply, the original one, and we took it back, and they didn't. Yeah, they asked no questions, just said go get another one, which either that one goes bad a lot, or they just have a real lenient exchange policy. But whatever the case, it went by real well. We'll see how long that one lasts. If it goes bad, then I'll probably order a better unit from an industrial supply, or something, like maybe from McMaster or Granger or somebody like that. But anyway, what are we doing today? Well, first thing we're going to do is I only got about halfway. I'm not quite halfway done with the stars. We're going to finish cutting the stars. We're going to start laying out where we're cutting, you know, the jagged and tattered, and making this thing look shredded. And then we're going to see about building the framework for the back and getting this thing, the wave put in it. I may weld these seams, you know, just go ahead and finish welding them out like I did that one. And anyway, like I said, I don't really have a complete process on how this is going together, but we're gonna do what we can and figure it out as we go. So let's get to work. Hey YouTube, it's the next day. We're still working on the flag. You know, at some point, I was messing around out here sketching things, and this was supposed to be all tattered. That was the original plan. It was supposed to be shredded. And I messed with it, and I just couldn't get the tattering to look right. So, yeah, hot rod flames. Who knew? Anyway, the hot rod flames, I really like them. I think they look pretty good. So I'm just kind of laying them out right now. That's what I'm going to continue to do. And then it looks like shouldn't take too long to get the rest of that laid out today. And then I should start cutting. You know, I'll start making actual lines where I'm actually going to cut. I mean, the rough sketch just kind of gives it an, you know, kind of a feel, and then I'll dial it in even closer. But let's take a look at the other side here. We can kind of see how we're getting it framed, frame built and stuff. So got a couple of 1.5-inch rails here, one down here, and then a couple of places I put some square tube across the width of it. And then the end, you can see I didn't do anything yet. And what I'm thinking is I'll run some extensions, but what I want to do is I'll kind of curve those by hand. The flames, the thinner areas, will be more or less curved by hand, and then we'll just anchor them with individual pieces of probably just round rod or something like that, something malleable and not too heavy. So anyway, it's moving along. So next thing is, like I said, I gotta finish laying out the little the flames and how I want them to look, and then finalize where we're cutting, and then start cutting. So let's get started. Red, white, and steel. Anyway, I think that's pretty much all I'm going to record on this project right now. The rest of it is just logistics of trying to figure out how to get it to the site installed. Whether the guy still wants it or not, I don't know. There were some issues with whether he liked it or not after I'd cut all the hot rod flames into it, but and then I still got to figure out I got to get a clear put on it. I started putting a clear, I started spraying it, but it just wasn't going on heavy enough. So what I think I'll probably do is lay it flat and then get some clear coat, like some poly, and just brush it on. That's basically it. So till next time, bye.